Okay, I think we are rolling. Let me just double check YouTube real quick. Make sure it's a go there. How was everyone's week? Yeah, okay. It seems like we are rolling on YouTube as well. All right. Let's see. What should we do? Gold or NQ? Let's go with NQ. I think I've been doing gold a lot lately. Let's give it a shot. I've been focusing a lot on gold lately, so yeah, maybe I should do gold. I've been focusing on it so much lately. Maybe it'll be best to practice that. As I've mentioned many times before, I personally, hey, what's up, Venom? How's it going, man? Feel free to jump on the microphone and participate. Due to my schedule, I really have to focus on London. I am like kind of around during New York session, but okay, all right, all good. I'm kind of around during New York, but I also have classes because I teach. So my attention is pretty divided at that time. So I like gold because I feel like I have a better chance of capturing a move during London. I'm not sure how true that is, but you know, a lot of people do say gold moves more consistently throughout the entire day, whereas indices is based more around the New York session. So I like gold. I do like gold. My previous statistics, according to my journaling app, also say that gold has been the best to me. So yeah, I do like it. The reason I like to backtest in TradingView, even though it's not the best for backtesting, is because I like to use Statmap. It's a key part of my narrative foundation, as you'll hear me talk about all the time in the Discord. So I am practicing using Statmap as well. I have some other stuff that I want to test. Maybe I'll try it this time. I have a couple other tricks up my sleeve. A new indicator to try out. Maybe I'll try it today and see how it goes. I'm not sure if it even works in backtesting. All right. So let me squash this down and go to previous date. Let's see, let's throw it right here. All right. Where are we? And I will start on the weekly. Start on the weekly. The other thing that's I don't like about what's up, Effects Hunter? Is that you? I can't really see. Oh no, Piper Cherokee. I think it's you. How's it going, man? I was just saying that the other thing that I don't like about backtesting on TradingView is that it kind of when you skip to the higher time frame, it'll like show you the candle how it's printing before you actually get there. So once I go down to lower time frames, oh yeah, man, I'm glad you can make it. Yeah, even if it's just us, it's all good. I'm streaming this to YouTube as well, so we might get some viewers there. I didn't really promote this too much today because I was out of town for most of the day. I was away from home. So yeah, we'll do another one of these tomorrow as well with Stupe. So I was saying that TradingView backtesting, unfortunately, if you if you go back up to the high time frame after you go to low time frame, it'll show you how the high time frame candle is going to print in the future. So it's kind of cheating. Um, I can start on the high time frame, but then once I go down, I have to stay on the lower time frame. So it's a little bit not how I would normally trade, because normally I would go back and forth quite a bit and look at the candles. I can use my high time frame candle indicator though, so I will try to rely on that. Okay, so let's see. We are in March of 2025, so not too long ago. We have and I'm really going to try to take my time with this. I have this, I think everyone kind of rushes through backtests a little bit, but when we're trading live, we're very analytical and slow. We have nothing to do but sit there and stare at the charts. So I am going to try to take my time with this and really be thorough. What's up, D? Thanks for joining, mate. Okay, so let's see. Focusing, I have NQ here in the middle. Let me turn this on. I use this nifty little indicator to show which asset is on the screen. Yeah, so I have NQ in the middle. I have ES on the left and YM on the right. So we have a weekly sweep here. And it looks like YM really took a nosedive. And oh, okay, so that was an SMT, weekly SMT. That was a very nice confluence for the shorts. You guys, as I always say, feel free to jump on the mic. This is, this is a group backtest. It's not about me. I'm not a mentor. Just backtesting along with you guys. So please jump on the mic, pitch in your ideas. All right, so we swept the weekly, and it looks like, well, I'm not sure what day is it. It looks like we're coming into Monday. So yeah, this is just the beginning of the week. See if there's anything else. Let's mark out some weekly fair value gaps. Big weekly fair value gap here. This looks like a really good internal on NQ. Very, very nice. Right at a big order block there. It looks like this was previously an internal to external here. Weekly fair value gap. Very nice. All right. And wow. NQ has just, YM has just swept everything out here. Holy cow. Okay, so that's a giant SMT. Not really correlated, but at this point, so I'm not sure how much we'll look at YM. Way, way, way different chart. Who's in the chat? Let's see. Oh man, it doesn't really show me your names. Kind of annoying. I can't see your names, but thanks for joining. All right. So we have the weekly fair value gap below. Anything else here that I really need to note? We have this. We're quite a ways off from this sell side liquidity. But I'll put it there anyways. Let's drop to the daily. All right. Okay. So maybe it's going to the weekly, because that candle looks. We had a much more bearish weekly candle, and now you see what I'm saying. How trading view backtesting is kind of janky and buggy. So yeah, I see the SMT there in the daily. There's our weekly fair value gap. And this is Monday. Indeed, it is Monday, so we'll probably start actually getting into price action on Tuesday. And what do we have below us? We have the weekly fair value gap. We have a bunch of daily fair value gaps here. Mark that out. And what time is it? Yeah, I'll start on. Put this as previous day low for now. Previous day low. And we already swept previous day low on YM. See here, previous day low. All right. Let's drop down to the 4 hour and find out where we are in the day exactly. Figure out if I still want to trade Monday or if I want to just skip to Tuesday. Okay, this is the 6 a.m. candle, so you can give it a shot. We have the bearish SMT, we have the sweep. That's a weekly sweep, by the way. Weekly. Weekly. How's it going, mate? Thanks for joining. All right. So I'm not sure exactly what time it is, but 6 a.m. swept the 2 a.m. And it looks like quite the rejection there. All right. And where do we look like here? And we have yet another SMT with YM on that 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. candle. Very nice. Yeah, I did start with daily. I did, but actually I started with weekly because I like to mark out weekly fair value gaps for sure. So we did have this big weekly fair value gap way below there. So yeah, I started on the weekly just to get that. Yeah. Okay. Nice. We have weekly divergence. We have a 4 hour divergence. There's nothing I love seeing more than a 4 hour candle divergence. When you have two consecutive 4 hour candles that have an SMT at the top, that is like almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. It's so consistent. I literally considered never taking a trade unless it has a 4 hour consecutive candle divergence. It is so reliable. So that's a great sign. Great sign. YM is really, really, really far off as far as correlation right now. It's very, very different than ES and Q. So got to keep that in mind. We don't really rely on those SMTs so much when they are so uncorrelated. Okay, so 4 hour did come down into this this fair value gap here. I will mark it. We'll mark it even though it does look pretty bearish right now. I'm not sure that this will hold as far as sweeping that candle and having the SMT. Let's see, if we go down to the 1 hour, let's see what time we're at. And now when I come onto the 1 hour, this is when I want to start mining Statmap. Okay, yeah, it's being weird. It's being weird because this was swept on the 4 hour. It's being weird. So we know that's going to get swept. But then we'll figure it out from there. We'll just go forward to that price action, and then we'll just figure it out from there. Okay. What time are we at? We're 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're in the overnight session right now. Good. And where was previous day high? Oh, was this previous day high? No. I like to use this indicator called FX4. Oh, this was previous day high. Just a really quick nifty little indicator that I actually turn most of the features off except for previous day high, previous day low, previous day equilibrium, and midnight open. Just a really quick way to get those markings on my chart with this. That's why I use it. Could put previous day equilibrium right here. And then I just take it off the chart. I just use it to get those markups in there quickly. Okay. So we're at the 7 a.m. One thing I noticed, and I've had confirmed by some great traders, is that 7 a.m. can actually be a key volatility injection, especially if there's no other news. For some reason, I've seen 7 a.m. pop off many times. So something you might want to note, 7 a.m. can be a key timing if there's nothing else going on. Let's see. Let's use this and see if we do have news today. Where are we? We are on Monday, March 31st, and it's not showing me, unfortunately. So maybe there's no news. Yeah, probably just no news on the Monday. All right. Let's see if we get something good here for maybe a short off the sweep of this coming into New York. 7 a.m. forming 1 hour fractal model with SMT works great. Yeah. A lot of people say, don't trade before New York Open, but I don't really strictly follow that. If I see the beginning of a move, an overnight session, I'll get involved with it. I've seen it happen too many times. I've seen the reversal of the day happen at 6 or 7 so many times. So I'm not gonna deny that. Do we have an SMT down here? Okay, yeah, there's a little 1 hour. There's a little 1 hour SMT at the bottom here. And we know this is going to get swept. So let's just go forward until that gets swept and take it from there. I'm just going to move forward a couple of 1 hour candles. There we go. And there's the sweep. So we are now at 8. Yeah, that was a nice little hourly SMT there. And let's throw on Statmap now. See where we're at with that. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, so we got a huge move in Asia. Interesting. There was a huge move up, which if you're a gold trader, and I've said it a million times, around anywhere from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Asia, gold likes to move. I'm told it's because there's the Shanghai Gold Exchange. There's a lot of money in gold during in China, in the Chinese exchange. I've heard that's why. So yeah, that makes sense. A lot of pumps during Asia on gold. So when, and I mentioned this in the Gems channel, I think, when Asia pumps, and if you use Statmap, when Asia pumps, that's when I toggle this setting. Use New York midnight. When Asia pumps, when Asia already has a huge move, then I move Statmap to start at New York midnight, right? Midnight open, which is right here. Then you want to find a fresh manipulation, right? Fresh manipulation level. And as you can see, we already hit that. We already hit the bearish manipulation level. You can see it here. So that's another narrative for short. We already had the narrative for shorts due to the sweeps and due to the daily open. But even when we put it on New York midnight, same thing. There's no bullish narrative here. So that's one of my rules for trading GXT along with Statmap. I won't ever trade against Statmap. So I could never take a long. Even if it's going to continue, I'm not going to long it. I'm not going to long it. Statmap is almost always right. There are instances when it's wrong, but it's usually right. So I play those probabilities. So that's good. We already know we hit the manipulation level, so I can turn that off. But just something we noted. Let's. Hey, what's up? What's up, my man, Chris?
Hey,
How's it going, mate?
yeah, I just figured out backtesting. I was going to
Yes.
share some links in here, and I was like, wait, what time is it?
Yeah. It's time. Let's get it on. We're streaming on YouTube as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying how Asia expanded on gold, so that's when I turn on New York midnight setting in Statmap. And as you can see, when I turn that on all of the assets, we've also hit the bearish manipulation level. And it's already begun to play out on YM. It's already begun to play out. So I don't need to keep that on. We already noted that we're bearish on Statmap. So now we just got to look for those confluences. Look for our GXT. So I'm going to stay on the 1 hour. I'm not going to go back to 4 hour. Maybe I'll put these candles on because the trading view bug. But yeah, let's possibly look for a short here. We're in the 8 o'clock hourly. 8 o'clock hourly.
What's this?
Okay. Let's see. I'll go down to 30 minute. Go down to the 30.
What's this?
Look for our GXT. What's that? I couldn't hear you.
No, sorry, I was just trying to play the YouTube stream. Didn't know which one is with better quality.
Oh, I see.
Maybe you heard.
I see.
You're just hearing your voice. Sorry.
I see. Okay. All right. So where are we now? We are at 8:30. 8:30. There's no news today, so New York Open is going to be our driver. However, Garrett has said, New York Open shouldn't really be viewed as a driver for gold. And as you can see, gold market open, if you don't know this is something good to know. Gold market open is actually 820. It's not 930. It's not the same as indices. So if anything, 820 is the driver. And as you can see, in that 8 to 8:30 candle is when we got the sweep here of the previous 4 hour. It's blurry. Any way to make it more clear? As of right now, I'm not really sure why it's blurry. It has something to do with the way I'm sharing the screen. I'm sorry, mate. I'm gonna have to figure it out for next time. I don't think I can figure it out right now. And you have some idea why?
Think it's here in Discord. You probably have to use this nitro stuff on the, I don't know what it's called. It's basically Discord making you pay.
Okay.
Making you pay.
Okay, yeah. If it's Discord, I'm sorry. I'll do some more research on it for the next one. Maybe I'll do some more research and try to figure it out. But as of right now, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, the YouTube looks different though. The chart is pretty sharp, but the charts, the candles look blurry. I don't know.
Yeah, YouTube is just streaming the Discord, actually. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because I want to capture everyone chatting and all that too. So Yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah. All
So
right.
that's why.
Yeah. So okay. So if we consider 820 the driver, then we could possibly consider this our manipulation. And it did sweep into the stat map level. We do have SMTs continually, even on this 30-minute. We've got SMT here with YM. So the SMTs don't stop. We have daily, weekly, 4 hour, and now hourly SMT with YM. This is looking pretty good. Um, let's see. Maybe we can drop to the low time frame. Maybe we can drop to the low time frame based on this alone. Okay. 855. We're at 855. Okay. Let's keep an eye out for local SMTs. Yeah, we have. I think this is the hourly SMT right here. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, that's the hourly SMT with YM. Very good, very good. Okay, let's go forward by, let's just do it by 5 minutes for now. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Um, let's see. I'll wait for, I'll see if we get a retest or some new structure to get involved here. Just putting this here to, as kind of a mental note to look for a retest here. Let's look at asset strength. Right now, NQ is looking, well, obviously YM. Damn, I should take it on YM and just stick to my rule, right? I always try to make sure I'm trading the weaker asset. So it's kind of something I've really been trying to force myself to do, even if my analysis is not on the weaker asset, I try to force myself to take the trade on the weakest asset. So maybe I will throw this here too. See if we can get an entry off of this, maybe a retest, even though it kind of actually already happened. But I'll just look. I'll look for it. We'll see how the next structure develops here. This is now 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Okay. YM is dumping. There we go. I like this. We have a 5-minute fair value gap, so we've tagged it on both of these, on everything. Very nice. Maybe we can try to short the next order block. If YM does 1 hour, yeah. Okay. Get that off. Okay, look. Right here. Right here. I'm going to take this, but I'm going to cover the fair value gap here. And let's shoot for 2R. Take it on YM. Let's see. Can I do the paper trade? See if this works. Why is it showing me the DOM? There we go. I'll market this. Market sell. Why does it say silver? Get out. That's not even YM. It's silver. Oh, I forgot we're on freaking gold. We're on gold. I keep on thinking we're on indices. Okay. All right. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's not YM. It's silver. Um,
Okay. It's so blurry. I was just wondering why it just.
It says up here in the corner. Yeah, it says up here in the corner. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is gold in the
there's no
middle.
way.
Gold in the middle. We have
Uh-huh.
gold euro on the left, and we have
Aha.
yeah, gold euro. Let me put this on so I don't forget that again. Where's my thing? And then we have silver on the
Alright.
right. Yeah. So I actually, oh man, I silver is a pain in the ass. Oh, silver already took this local objective. Um, silver already took this out. I don't like that. Really? Let's see where that's way down there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go more as an experiment than anything because I've really been raving a lot about choosing the weakest asset, and I've seen it just make your trading life so much easier. I'm gonna give this a go on silver, even though I don't like that it took that objective just now. But it's so much weaker. So I am actually gonna give it a go. Let's see if I can mark it in on that. Is it a micro? Let's find out. Order sent. Why isn't it showing it? Market order rejected. Off trading session. Okay. I don't even know why it's telling me that. Okay, so we'll just leave the tool there. Let's just leave the tool. Pretend we took the trade. Recent high formed. Technically, you could put it here. Technically, I'm not trusting this just yet. For in my eyes, the next 5 minute candle could still sweep up higher into this fair value gap. So that's why I have it up here, kind of covering the fair value gap. And let's see, shooting for 2R. So I don't have a local. The last SMT is up here, right? So I like to cover my SMT because that's what I consider as protected. I don't consider this protected, even though it's making a new order block or whatever. I absolutely don't consider that protected. All right, let's give it a go. Let's see. Forward 5 minutes. We are now at 9:15, 9:20. How to filter those order blocks? Like you said, you don't trust these. Well, if it has SMT, I like to see SMT on like a medium time frame and a lower time frame. Look at that. Great. Perfect. Okay. Gold is moving nicely too. Boom, look at that. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. What's our draw here? Let's see. If we look at... Now, mind you, we already had like an extended move during Asia. So technically, we'd had this would be a big daily wick. We would generally, in this case, want to target daily open. So let's find out where our daily open is really quick here. But I would be done. I would take my trade and be done. I wouldn't continue at this point. Let's see. So daily open, here we go. But we can watch. I mean, we have that big sweep on the high time frame, so I would love to see this all swept out and come into maybe even this weekly fair value gap. On the weekly, this looked really good. This looked really good. So I would love to target this liquidity maybe on the next day. Yeah, exactly. You got it, mate. That's a good framework. So let's see. Just coming into New York, and I'm done already, but we can play this price action out just to see. Let's go ahead and fast forward to the next day. I'll do it. I'll do it on the hourly, so we don't waste too much time here. I know Stupe would be trading the hell out of this thing. And yeah, he's amazing. I more trade the daily move and I capture my piece and then I'm done. But Stupe I want to say he trades the low time frame more aggressively than I do. He should be backtesting tomorrow. Really, really great to watch him. He's got like 100% win rate on his backtest, so pretty impressive. But let's play this through and see what the rest of this day does. I expect we'll take daily open. Oh wow. I'm surprised. Okay, there we go. Look at that. We got one more sweep. We got one more sweep. Oh, look at that. See what I'm saying? It wasn't protected, mate. Look at that. It came up and swept into that. It swept that. Oh, is it way up here? Yeah, it came back up into that fair value gap again. See what I'm saying? Hourly. And this is also why it's great to just take your 2R and get the hell out of there. Let's see, what candle's that? 11. The 11 o'clock candle came back up and swept all that out. So, got lucky. Let's see. Still have this SMT with silver. But, as you know, I don't love using silver for SMT. I like using gold euro much more. And we don't really have an SMT now there. Now I would expect it to go back down. Wow. Okay, creating more of an SMT now with between silver and gold. Wow, look at that. Good thing we got our 2R. How about that? I didn't expect that at all. Okay, so we came down to this fair value gap on, I think this was a 4-hour fair value gap. And that's it. We rejected from there. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see if it hit the opposing Statmap level on anything here. Nope, it didn't. Okay, it did on silver. See that? Yeah, this is why you got to be super careful when one of the correlated assets takes an objective. Silver swept this out. You can see, you couldn't get a cleaner Statmap narrative than this right here. Taps into the manipulation level, taps the distribution level down here, which is the target, and then we react off of that and everything bounces back. It doesn't get better than that. So yeah, some people use these distribution levels to trade off of. Like if you see a rejection off a distribution level, maybe you can trade the other way. That's pretty risky because it might just keep going and going and going. But the way Statmap works, these are statistically as far as price should extend. It can go lower. It absolutely can be a statistical outlier kind of a day. But statistically, price should only extend to this level. So, seems to have worked out very nicely on silver on this day. Okay, let's play forward. See what happens. We are now... Oh, we're already in the next day. Already in the next day. So actually, the end of day was right here. End of day. So it's actually now Tuesday. We're going into Tuesday. Asia now is getting this pump. And as I said, are you surprised Asia is pumping in gold? Okay, mate. See you tomorrow. Is that Tony? Is Tony with us? I think Tony Soprano's with us. Amazing. Tony, you should jump on, mate. You want to do a back test? Tony, what's up, brother? Good to have you here. Tony's the man, guys. If you haven't been watching Tony's chart, you're missing out. Tony, if you're up for it, man, I would love to do a backtest session with you. Or feel free to share your input on the mic. I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, just do it.
All right, mate. All right. So yeah, we're actually using Statmap, which we've talked about before. Oh, okay. Okay. All good. Okay, so we're moving into Tuesday here. I'm going to throw on Statmap. I'm going to put it back to daily open now, since we're starting a new day. As you can see, what time is this? We're 8 a.m. Asia. As usual on gold, is getting some pretty big moves. Let's see what happens. I'm going to keep my 4-hour candles over here so I can keep an eye on that. Yeah. Daily. Swept previous day high already. Okay. Just move forward on the hourly for now. Asia pumping. Gold is, what are we in at here on gold? Yeah, we're in a mega pump on gold for 25, for like five plus days now, pumping on gold. Yeah, look at these expansion candles on gold. All right, mate. Good to see you, Tony. Thanks for dropping by. Tony's a legend. All right. We'll move forward on the hourly. Now, mind you, when you have a situation where the asset is in full-on expansion mode, your daily manipulations are going to be small, right? You can't expect to get a big, like, I was expecting daily open. Kind of that was a bit of a mistake on my part, because I didn't recognize that we were expanding for several days in a row on gold. Therefore, I can't really expect deep manipulations in such an expansion phase. And we were lucky to get that 2R catch. We caught the day's manipulation right there and got 2R off it. Really, really lucky. So yeah, you can't, that's all you can expect when you're in expansion. Just very small and fast manipulations. So we're still bullish, and we're coming into midnight now. We've hit the, I'm going to have to turn on the midnight open Statmap, because we are, Asia did expand. The SMT continues here with silver. Let's put that there. All right. I'm not going to get involved with this, just because it doesn't fit my framework with Statmap. So, there was an SMT though. There was a nice SMT with gold euro, and this does look like a reversal signature. So maybe can look at it, and if I have it on daily open, that works. that works, right, as a bearish level. It's just you know, it's tricky. It's tricky when the expansion happens in Asia. Extra tricky. That's the nature of trading gold. Let's get our previous day levels on here. Previous day EQ really quick. Let's put it right here. Previous day EQ. Previous day low. Put that right there. And we already swept previous day high. Definitely a valid level to trade off of, previous day high. As you know, as you may have heard, Garrett has been including some elements of quarterly theory. There's one element of quarterly theory that I haven't seen him use yet, but in my opinion, it is the strongest, and I will show it to you guys right now. This is one of my filters for price, and I can almost guarantee you Garrett is going to start teaching this at some point in the future. So you heard it here first. Has anyone heard of true session opens? Does anyone know about true session opens? Not daily open, not midnight open, but true session open. Does anyone know about that? Time and price, of course you do, with your name, time and price. You know about it. So, yeah, you do. So our true session opens, let me give you a quick rundown of what they are and how we can use them. This is also one of my filters for price. I generally won't ever trade against this. Similarly to Statmap, I'm going to turn on the quarterly theory indicator real quick just to show you how I use it. Okay. So true session opens are the beginning. These are our quarters. These are our... It's the beginning of each... the open of the second quarter. Open of every second quarter. On the 90 minute, which actually I don't have the 90 minute on here for some reason. So just to give you a quick rundown though, even though it's not going to show it that easily, our true session opens are true Asia open is 7:30 p.m. if you're trading Asia. And then you have true daily open, which is midnight open. TDO. You'll see on my charts is TDO. Then you have true London open, which is 1:30. And then you have true New York open, which is 7:30 a.m. And then you have true PM open, which is 1:30. Notice the pattern in the times there. Notice the pattern. 7:30, 1:30, 7:30, 1:30. These are based around the 90 minute quarters, right? So we use these as a premium discount. And I'll show you what I mean now. Let's mark them on the charts. Where are we? Okay, here is midnight open. I'm going to put that on there as TDO. And where's our 1:30? Okay, it's somewhere in this 30-minute candle. I'm going to mark this SMT before we get involved there. All right. So what this is telling us, and I'm just going to base it, like here, let's go down to the 30 and get the true London. Is this true? Okay. Right here. What this is telling us is beneath true London open and beneath true day open is discount for the day. So now we're in discount. Above is premium. The way this happened is, okay, we opened, we printed true daily open, we printed true London open. Now we come below. Now we look for longs. We don't look for shorts. We don't look for shorts beneath these levels. We can only look for longs. right? So that this is giving us a narrative for what's going on here today. Yeah, unfortunately, there's an issue with the video quality. I don't know exactly why. Some people have said Discord. I don't know if that's why. But yeah, it is blurry for everyone, Nate. Sorry about that. I'm going to look into how I can fix it next time. Okay, so as you can see, the daily narrative, we printed the true session opens and we drop below. So even though let's put our it's interesting, right? Because on the Asia on the true day open stat map, it says we're bearish. But if I put on the New York midnight, it's going to say we're bullish. It's going to say we're bullish. And this is how I assemble my narrative. Okay? We printed the true session opens, we come below. We expanded in Asia, so I'm going to use the true midnight session setting on Statmap, and look at that, we're coming below the we're going to come below the bullish Statmap level, right? So I'm going to look for longs. I'm going to look for longs here today. I'm not going to look for shorts. I'm not going to look for shorts. I'm not going to say this is 100% foolproof. I mean, there's times when it's just a reversal. It's just like the monthly, weekly reversal. So it's higher times where it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. So you always have to be careful, of course, with anything and everything. It's not even about indicators per se, but I'm certainly not going to look for shorts. I can't do it. Even if that is what happens, I can't do it. All right. So if we are going to look for longs, where might we look for them from? Let's look. Do we have any 4-hour fair value gaps anywhere here? Let's see. Let me turn on the high time frame candles over here. All right. No. We're actually in a bullish 4-hour on ES. Oh God, I keep on gold euro. I keep thinking we're on indices. Okay. And where's our previous day low? All the way down there. Previous day EQ here. I don't have anything too convincing to look for the longs from right now. Maybe sweeping this relevant low. I don't know what's going on right now. Kind of froze on me. Can you guys still hear me? Maybe it's the connection. I don't know what just happened. Can you still hear me? Maybe my connection dropped out. I see someone typing. Okay. Thanks. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what's going on with TradingView then. Just kind of crapped out. Huh. If I reload it, it's going to kick us out of the backtest, I think. So I don't want to do that. Let's see if I hit this. No. Looks like TradingView is just loading. I don't know. It's TradingView. I don't know what's going on. That's a bummer. It's just this chart. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, let's go back. There we go. Good. Zero. But I'm not going to mind that. Okay, let's see. We have what we have going on for SMT. Knowing we can't reverse off anything here, it's almost tempting to take it lower, short it lower, but let's see if there's a 30-minute. Maybe we get something here. All right, let's just play for it a little bit. We're still really early in the day. This is coming into London. So I would love to see London tag, create an SMT here in this fair value gap. I am going to hit the 5 minutes just to see if that happens. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got it. And there's our SMT. SMT with silver. SMT with gold euro as well. Right here. Let's see. Did we get... No, we wouldn't have had a closure yet. Okay, we had a 1 hour fractal up there. We have a 4 hour fractal in the works. A nice SMT here in this hourly fair value gap. And yeah, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It is against the narrative. It is what I would say counter trend to the Statmap narrative. But I'm not gonna lie. It does look like a good trade. Yeah, I believe I'm recording with OBS, and it should stay on YouTube as well. So, what do you guys think about this trade? I would be very hesitant to take it because, in my opinion, we're probably catching the manipulation leg, and I don't like to trade the manipulation leg. We never know how far the manipulation leg is going to go. And as you can see, we're super bullish, and sometimes it can happen very quickly. So I do see a reason to take the short, but based on my Statmap narrative and based on my true session opens, normally I wouldn't be shorting here. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm not gonna take it. But I do think we might get a 2R out of this to take this low resistance liquidity and maybe possibly reverse off of here. Yeah. And another possibility is this IFC. This is what I consider an IFC. This leg right here, swept out. Yes, we'll use standard deviations. Good. Thank you for reminding me on that. So this leg here, that was yesterday's manipulation leg that we shorted, swept out all this liquidity and reversed. So this is an IFC, institutionally funded candle. Institutions need to return to this level, right? They have orders at this level that they need to get out of before they continue higher. So they need to return to their injection, this high volume injection, wherever it is in this leg. So this is why what I mark out as an IFC. This is why. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to confuse you, but I would mark this as an IFC. Do I expect it to hold here? I'm not sure. I would actually like price to go lower and reverse below this, but it could. Statmap has got to set up for it to reverse off this IFC. If I'm being honest, just the way you can see the projections for the day. I mean, it's predicting that price should not extend beyond this, so it's setting up the narrative for that to be our POI. I'm sure that there's like an IFEG here on like the hourly. I'm not going to switch it right now, but I mean, you can see there is on low time frame, but I'm sure on the hourly it's something like this, right? So, all right, let's play forward. Let's play forward here. And look at all this on silver. Low resistance. Okay. We should throw standard deviations on, actually. Let's see. Let's throw it on both sides. put it here on gold euro. That's nice. That's right at our IFC. The 2 to 2.5 is right at the IFC. We could put it here. We could put it here on gold. Okay, 4 to 4.5 puts us there. Also kind of curious where this pull would put us, because we know this was actually the manipulation. Okay, they both put us at the IFC. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, but I'll leave it up there for now. Let's see where it goes. Would we have gotten our 2R? Let's just put this on here and see if we would have gotten it. I think so. Where's the 2R? Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Look at that. Nice bounce off the IFC and 4 to 4.5. Very nice. And what time are we at right now? 3:45. Let's look at our hard time frame candles. Depending on how this daily closes, we're going to end up with a daily fair value gap. But nothing too clear. Gold euro is in this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, actually. So maybe we create an SMT here with some of these lows with gold euro if we're going to get a reversal. I think we have one already. Yeah, we do. We have a bullish SMT forming here. Let's just put that there as a little reminder. Don't know how low it's going to go. But we do have this forming here. These off. Garrett is going to teach sequential SMT and PSP next at some point, which are from quarterly theory. So I'm not going to get into that personally. I'm not going to teach that to you guys right now, but I think Garrett will be teaching that at some point in the near future. All right. Keep going here. We're in London session. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Right off that IFC, guys. What'd I tell you? This is something that I learned in another mentorship. Really, really powerful stuff. Really powerful stuff. Okay, so we would have gone break even on that, and you can see why I don't like to trade the manipulation leg, because you never know where that's going to hit, really. So glad I didn't take that trade, but it would have been a break even, I can say that. All right, so we have possible 1 hour fractal. Dodgy would probably be in right now. Any Dodgy fans in the audience today? Dodgy would be probably have long this IFVG. And we also have a 4-hour, possible 4-hour fractal. Yeah, Chris, you know what I'm talking about. All right. Wow. Let's see. Mind you, this is off of the bullish Statmap level. We're below true daily open. We're below true London open. This is a narrative for longs. Feel free to jump on the mic, guys. Feel free to pitch in your thoughts on the charts. Nice SMT right there. This would be a 2-stage if this holds. Oh my, Duke. 2-stage! Someone sound the alarm. 2-stage. Can I do that? Can I do that on here? How do I do that? How do I use the damn soundboard? I'm completely Discord illiterate. And there's a way. I know there's a way. Oh, I know how to do it. Here we go. Is there an alarm for 2-stage? No. I have an air horn. That's going to be our 2-stage SMT alert. All right, let's hope this holds. Beautiful, beautiful. Silver is looking to be the strongest here. Silver did it. Yeah, silver also hit the bullish manipulation level. Swept all the low resistance out. Silver also tapped into what would be the IFEG here on the IFC. Pretty nice. God, I hate trading silver, but when it's the strongest, it's like you can catch some amazing moves if you're willing to put a trade on silver. When silver pumps, it really freaking pumps when it wants to go. It's like all chop and then mega pump. All right, let's see. What do we have here on the hourly? We have, what hour is that? That's a 3 o'clock, possible 3 o'clock reversal. I don't like the way that 484 printed. That should have expanded. And it actually consolidated. That's a red flag. That's definitely a red flag. We don't want to see that. It didn't close. It didn't close above here. And we're in the 5 o'clock candle now. And we have the 2-stage SMT. That is tempting longs. That is tempting longs, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we did come down. Trying to look specifically where we tapped. Yeah, the volume injection kind of started here. You can see this is where those big long candles are. This is where institutions injected their volume. How do you know that? When did the fair value gap start? Right here. This is when they dumped in their money, right? So that they need to return to that level. So that you can see we're reacting off that level here. This is just an IFEG. Right in the 4 to 4.52. Beautiful. That's really tempting. Really tempting to take this long. Let's see. Play it forward a bit. Ooh, very nice. We have these equal highs above. We're not going to consider this a true change in state because it's kind of internal to this one, which I don't really consider that a change in state at this point. So definitely quite risky. I don't like the way this hourly consolidated. The 4 hour is looking like a possible reversal. Let's see if we can close above this. Let's see. Or possibly reverse off of this relevant swing right here. Yeah, consolidating. This is not what we want to see. Okay, so we're already at 6 o'clock. Okay, gold euro just went for it. Interesting. Interesting. And silver's coming down. Strange correlation at the moment here. Huh. It's okay. Okay, gold. All right. All right. I might take a market here just based on this. Might go for that. What do you guys think of this trade? What do you guys think? We can target these highs right here. Just do it. Come on, man. We want to trade this like we're really trading. What do you think? Can I do a poll? Can I put a poll? Yeah, I can. Take the trade. Yes or no? What do you guys think? Got one vote. I know that was Chris. Come on, guys. 2 votes. Let me get one more vote. I can't do with 2 votes. I need 3. Come on, one more vote. One more vote. All right, let's see. Yes. Oh, I got a yes, 2 yeses and a no. 2 yeses and a no. Oh my god. I guess that's a yes, guys. I guess that's a yes. Looking at the hourly. Is this a V-shape reversal? I mean, it's a V-shape on the 5-minute, but it didn't close above. I don't like that. Let's look at what's going on. Yeah, I don't really have anything clear as far as market maker models. Nothing that I love, to be honest. Nothing that I really am in love with here. Can we get those? All right, let's say we took the trade here. I'm actually going to try to take it. Yeah, it does look promising. That's how they get us, though, isn't it? Let's see. Let's give it a go here. I'm going to try to actually take it on this. See if it lets us. Limit order. Oh man. Buy. Market order. Rejected. I don't know why it's not letting me paper trade. I have no idea. Oh, that's why. Because you have to use replay trading. That's why. I forgot about this. You can't do paper trading on backtest. You gotta do replay. Now we can do it. Okay, so this is probably going to be about, I'm assuming like 2 micros. I don't love that stop loss. I really, really don't. I feel like gold is going to just take this swing. I'll take that loss though. I'm going to use half risk. We'll use half risk on this. Half risk. 2 micros. Dan, what do you think? I see you typing. What do you think, Dan? And this is like an accumulation. I didn't get a little manipulation there. Put it in the bottom. Yeah, this would be, if I put it here, I mean, this is not even it is a 1-to-1 targeting the high. I mean, when was this? 10:30. Okay, so maybe this is like AMD. This looks more like the accumulation to me. When is this? From 2 until 6. Like, this looks more like the accumulation. Like I would love to see New York take this out and then go. You know, that's why I don't love the trade. I'll do a half risk. I'll do a half risk on it. I'll do a half risk to here. Because if New York is going to take the liquidity, I would think it's going to take all of it. This whole thing is going to be like the accumulation range. So I'll do a half risk here. Definitely don't believe in it. And we'll go to the highs. Yeah, like, what is gold euro going to do here? Possibly gold euro takes the high and gold doesn't and then comes back down to New York. It's a possibility. All right, let's go for this. Okay, at least we'll maybe get a chance to break even. If it does come back down. If it comes back down, I'm gonna break even on it. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Let's see the next candle does. Yeah, I'm gonna close it. And if only if this thing like runs, I'm gonna. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Okay. Yeah, come on, sweep it. I'll feel better about longs if it sweeps it. Okay, there's a bearish SMT with gold euro. Interesting. Interesting. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, come on. Sweep this out. We're coming up to gold. I'm going to mark out the gold market open. Any way you put it. It looks good on the 4 hour. Any way you put it. It looks good on the 4 hour. It does. On the hourly, we definitely have an SMT on the hourly. And we could, we could possibly take this right here. I just don't like that that's not our reversal signature at all here. It's too consolidated. Gold euro is going. Gold euro is going for it though. Silver, how's silver looking? What do we have with silver? Okay, we have an SMT with silver too. I can't. There's SMTs freaking everywhere. Look at that. Let's mark it over here. We have enough SMTs over there. We have the SMT, and that is actually a reversal signature here on silver. We created some fair value gaps. If you don't see fair value gaps created, that's a major red flag. Look at that. That is a big red flag. So, where are we? Where's it? Or New York? New York coming up here. I do like this hourly. I do like this hourly sweep. Okay, actually, what candle is that? I can't really see. Okay, yeah, there is. That's not an SMT though. It's not an SMT. The hourly sweep. Gold euro tap back into the hourly fair value gap, expanding out of it. This is starting to look like a market maker model though. It is, as far as possibly being a low risk buy. Did that sweep? Are those equal lows? 184, 1839. Okay, that swept. That actually swept right there. That's a low risk buy. I like that as far as this being a market maker model. Put that as my LRB. I do like that. I do like that, actually. I might give this a go. Just based on that. Let's see what we got. I like this. Again, I'm going to use half risk here. I really hate this 1 hour. Not good. Not good. It's good on gold euro. It's probably good on silver as well. But it's not good on gold. Gold looks to be the weakest. Let's see. Very, very skeptical. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh, fuck. Did it boot us out? Please tell me it didn't boot us out of the backtest. I don't think it did. Oh, God. It booted us out. Here, I can get back to it. I can get back to it, I think. Where are we? I'll get back to it. Get back to it. No worries. 1 second. That's annoying. Do you guys use effects replay? To use effects replay for backtesting? I used to use it, but as I said before, I like to backtest with my indicators because that's part of my strategy. So I'm trying to get better at backtesting with with TradingView. Okay, we're back. Not too much damage done here. Just got to move the chart forward a little bit. All right. We'll move it forward on the hourly. Okay, that's where we tag the IFC. It's nice to see it on the hourly, isn't it? And this is the consolidation. That's not good. That's not good. I don't like that at all. Ugh, that is ugly. That is really ugly. When I see it on the hourly, I definitely like it even less. It almost looks like it, well, we tapped up into this fair value gap already, didn't we? We didn't reverse off of it. Okay. Go back down. I think we're here. Yeah, this is where we were entering. All right, let's see what happens. Just gonna play it forward. There we go. Nice. All right. Ooh. Look at that. Where are we now? Is this New York? That's New York. Let's see. This is so ugly on the 1 hour. Still, definitely not. I'm just gonna take this off. Yeah, see that? Right when I said it. This is not what we want to be involved in. Absolutely not. That's one thing, guys. If you watch Garrett's videos, especially his newest ones, he's always talking about that. like using the reversal signature as a filter for price. If you see this around your reversal point, you don't want it. You don't want to be in it. You do not want to be in it. Okay, and was there an SMT here for the short? Yeah, there was. You can see it. Good. All right. Okay, so now we have something we can reverse off of. We can reverse off of this relevant low. Very nice. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Let's see if we get something clean here. Past 10 now, so it is late. Where's our daily open? Our daily open is somewhere right around here. This candle has not done much. Candle has not done much at all. Daily open somewhere right around here. Look at that. No. All right. And what's going on with gold euro? Okay, taking out the relevant swing. It's a pretty nasty looking day so far. Okay, let's keep an eye on, let's get all these SMTs off. That's good though. That's good. I'm glad we all got to watch that. That was good example of when not to get involved in a reversal. The guy is going to be a legend. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, but no worries, mate. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. I'm going to finish up this day. And see if anything happens. Chris, you still here? It says you're not. It says you're not in here. Oh, okay. All right, Chris. Later, bud. All right. We got this, but I don't think that's going to hold. Gold loves to look at that fake out. Look at that fake out. I'm glad we realized it. All right, I want to see gold sweep this out. Okay, interesting. Interesting with the SMTs here. We are at 11 o'clock. I still don't like this. Absolutely don't like this. Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting day. It's seeming like the Asia, the daily open stat map might actually have been the proper narrative. I'm not sure that this is going to end up being a bullish day, which as you can see here, if we left this on daily open, this would have provided the right narrative, but this is kind of why Statmap is a little trickier with gold, because gold loves to expand in Asia. And that's where the Statmap narrative gets a little bit to be a gray area, because you never know if that's really the manipulation of the day or not. You can see we opened high, swept previous day high, so this would be an OHLC. It would make sense. We did sweep a relevant level, so OHLC makes sense here today. I'm not going to argue with it. And if we're coming down from here, yeah, I would actually maybe target this. I would maybe target this actually as our draw on liquidity. I think one of them is going to take it anyways, and gold looks to be weaker at this point. Might not take it today. Might not take it today. It's Tuesday. Do we have news? I forgot to check for news. We had jolts at 10. Let's look at what happened at 10 here. Okay. Was there an SMT at 10? I don't really see an SMT there. Not with gold euro. Not with silver either. Just this one. This one from 9 o'clock. Bearish SMT. All right, let's get this mess off the chart. Nice. Well, we got the draw. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, that was tricky. That was tricky. I'm not gonna look for longs anymore. I would call it a day here. But yeah, that was tricky just because just not really. I can't. Is to not long against Statmap because most of the time it's right. But in this situation, really hard to tell if we were using the midnight open or the daily open. Really, really hard to tell. So yeah, I'm glad we kind of didn't take the trade. Too many question marks. But yeah, ended up being bearish. Manipulation. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to mentally note about this day. Cool. I'll just play it forward and then I'll hop off the stream. Play it forward on the 15. Just to see the way the day ends up. I don't expect a big reversal. And TradingView is probably going to crap out on me again. There it is. Okay. We'll just move forward on the 15 and see what the rest of the day does. Our distribution levels here near yesterday's daily open. All right, let's keep going here. It's 1:30 p.m. session now. Wow. Nice move off that relevant low. Let's see if I could have gotten a Stupe entry. Let's see if there's a Stupe entry here. Oh. Nothing that I love. Definitely nothing that I would have loved to get out in on. But yeah, he trades. You know, if he gets an SMT, which we have, and sees a sign of reversal, from the way I understand the way he trades, he gets involved pretty aggressively with these. I don't. So just kind of seeing if he could have gotten a trading the way I think he would have done it. Well, actually, he trades limit orders, so he wouldn't have gotten tagged in. Or maybe he would have. Yeah, he would have gotten tagged in. I think right there on that candle probably. Okay, nice. Nice. This is actually not bad. Not bad. All right, guys. That's pretty much the end of the day there. Thank you to all the team members who dropped in and anyone who caught up with us on YouTube. We're going to have another session. I think Stupe is going to run the charts tomorrow. Same time, 12 noon EST. And also going to do some weekly outlook. We're going to look at the charts for the upcoming week on futures. So we'll catch you then. Cheers.